kind of going away. You don't know if I come as a red man, it's equal. I don't know that they want to do. Me know the next one. Murderer! Justice we want! Justice we must get! Justice! Justice! Police brutality! No wicked! Justice we want! Justice we demand! We want justice to my son! He was brutally murdered! He had a mental issue and everybody was aware. His father and I worked with him for 1 year at the Junction Health Center and the Black River Health Center. They find him fit to be off the medication. I personally thought it was marijuana that caused him to that state that he was in. And then give him back to him and say, Michelle is okay now, you can keep him. And Mr. Kern, 2 months back, he came to my cook shop. He helped me on weekends. He came to my cook shop and as regularly. In the evening on the Saturday, one of the Saturdays when I was going home, he said he's following me. I said to him, you have rag on the yard? He said no. And I stopped at the shop and I bought him a rag and I bought him a toothbrush. And he was there with me for days. I turned to him and I said, tell me something. What is wrong with you and your dad now? He said to me, say, Michelle, I want a little bath, me have a beard. A little bath, and every time I go at the pipe, go catch the water, this man a cuss over hitting me, I don't need water. And he stand up and see multiple people come there, come catch water in front of him, and he had said nothing. He said, all right, work with me, just stay with me. And he was there with me for months. He was there with me for months. The first week of September, he went to Ochi. I have learned that he had a female companion that was visiting on vacation from England. He said to me that the lady's coming and is going away for probably 3 weeks or so. I said, okay. He never told me the date. The first week of September before school opened this Sunday, we get up and I made one dish pan of fried dumpling and ackee and saltfish. And because he's there and I know eat a lot. And I called him and I said, Ryan, come and have a breakfast. The oldest son said to me, say, Michelle, he's not here, he's gone. And I said, I know that he was leaving, but I never knew it was so soon. I called him and I said, Ryan, imagine you're going away. They never said to me that you were leaving today. He said, Michelle, I told you, but I don't have to tell everything. I'm a big man. I said, okay. And he went. He was there for 3 weeks. The 18th of September, he came home. I picked him up from Gutters. I was coming from Santa Ana to the gas station out of Gutters. And I saw him coming in the car. I said, where are you coming from? He said, you never see me? He said, no. I said, you came on the Nut Fried bus? He said, yes, because I saw it pulled up there. He came in the car. And we went to another gas station, purchased the gas. I said to him, you're coming off at this location to your home, or are you going to the other location? He said he's coming home with me. I said, Ryan, go to your yard. Because imagine, say, you're there in my yard with me and you go anywhere to me say you're gone. Respect the fact that you're a big man. I understand that. But at least have some manners to me. Say, all right, we're back. Drop me off from my yard gate and we're back carry him. He had a few pieces of stuff around my yard and he come and he get them. I've called him on several occasions to come to me because I wanted to cook and give him food. I was feeling that for him because he was getting very thin. I know that he's not eating. And I said, come, I was calling him. Don't answer me. Saturday morning, no answer. Sunday, he called me. He said to me, what you are calling me for? I said, I wanted to cook and give you some food. He said, don't call me for me, I'm not coming nowhere. And I leave him be. Wednesday morning, around 11 o'clock, I saw him appear at my home. He was wearing like shade glasses. I never said anything because I never know his eye contact. I never know what was happening at the time with him. So I just leave him be. If he had come to me, I would have known by his voice what was his state at that time. So I just never said anything to him. And he wears shoes into the house. He never usually do that. So me I said probably he might try to get me to get my attention to say something to him. I still never said anything to him. He went at the front of the house and he started roll up the ganja, do it in front of me. And me said, me still not seeing until make him stay. And he was there until he left. He left and then he left and visited one of his cousins. And he said he made a complaint. And when he dead, we hear what he said. We went to Junction at my daughter's school For a parent teachers meeting, something about 4 o'clock, the meeting ended. I saw a call coming in from his father. He said to me, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes." He said, "You know them selling that stabbed me up." I said, "What? What happened? What happened?" He said he wanted to go in his room. He knocked on the door and Ryan told me the door is opened. He said he tried opening the door is not open. He said, "Brother, how you tell me the door open and the door not open?" And he said he kicked it in. When he kicked in the door, he greeted him with the stab. Upon that, he never tried to seek assistance. They were trying to apprehend him still until he starts stoning them. Then he went to the doctor. On the way to the doctor, that is the time I was making the call to me. I get a taxi and I go down to the home. And I said, I need to see what is happening. Upon reaching the home, I get another call. One of his aunt at this time saying, "You know, Sir Ryan stab up Ninja, I'm going to call the police." I hung up my phone. Some other family member called me and said to me, say, "Michelle, I hear gunshots." And I said, maybe they're using that to scare him to get him out of the house. When I went and reached at the intersection to go to Name Police Station, I saw the Jeep coming with the light flashing. I said, yes, probably they got to apprehend him, so they can't carry him to lock up. And I went down to the yard, and I went there, the crowd and everybody talking and all of that. And I was there, and I was noticing, and I realized that he's not there. So I still standing there, and I was even planning to go to the hospital to visit the father, in case if he needed that. But I was still there, lingering. Then I saw 2 detectives. I turned to one and said, "Is he dead?" He said to me, "No, they have taken him to the hospital." And the other detective looked at me and said, "Michelle, is that you?" I said, "Yes." He turned to the detective and said, "Hey, mother, tell him the truth. Yes, he's dead." And I said, "Okay." And I waited. And by that time, his father came and he gave his head of a statement. So Ryan have a mental issue. Everybody knew. And as I said, I was thinking that it was because of smoking the marijuana. It was not that case. He used it to soothe. Ryan was under stress and pressure. He complained to his cousin before he died that food has been taken away from him. He's suffering. He's hungry.
Okay, so you guys are here today.
And I am here
today.
What you
want to accomplish
I
today.
am here today to accomplish justice for him. The way forward to his approach was wrong. The father wasn't the one that made the alarm to the station. The family did. And the police came and acted upon the intelligence of who was never even there. The father told me he and Ryan was the only person at the home. And after he got the stab, crowd come down and they called the police and tell him to shoot him. When the police get there, the door to his room was already broken. And the door was left open. They had access to the house. They never have to kick off the door. And as they kicked the door, onlookers say they went inside. One officer went inside. He came back outside and just turned back in and turned on the shot. Onlookers ran in the house and said, kill the madman. The police officer said, go on, go take him up to Kenga Hospital. And they crept him up and threw him in the van back. Where he is living, if they had wanted to save him, they could have. Where he is living, it is closer for them to be at Mandeville Hospital or closer for them to be at Black River. Instead, they took it to this route. Where are you going with him? When they had junction with him, where are you taking him? If he is in need of medical assistance, where are you taking him to junction? Why? Where in junction are you taking him? At that time, every doctor place lock up.
So have the police come out and spoken to you since you have been here today?
Just one female officer tried to soothe me. And another one come out and come tell me, say, if I stop protest at the police station, you can't take the knives. What does protesting mean? My 10-year-old daughter can tell you. It is to make noise. It is to be angry. And that I'm doing. And this community is rubbish. When they ask for them to see the body down there, they refuse to show him But yet still, it is on social media. I've seen how they've done to my son. They couldn't stay and call the parents and come look at him. Or call him to Black River and say, come, we have tried to save him, but he's dead, so call up anybody. They never show it. But yet still, I've learned all of this on social media. What do you call this? What is this? Murder! Me want justice to me pitney. He never deserved to die this way. He was being abused. That is what led him to his depression state. And they take advantage of him. They provoked him. He retaliated and they killed him. And I'm done. And it's not for today. And I will not rest until if it's the last thing I do. From I burn them, I tell myself so I will die for them as long as they are innocent. And I rest my case.